Welcome, listeners. On this episode of Chris Talks, a 15-year-old runaways from home, the mother's plea to get her daughter back. Also, a 18-year-old runaways from home, her mother's plea to get her daughter back. All of that starts right now on Chris Talks.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Hello, welcome. Oh, turn that down. It's so loud. Thank you, adjuster. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chris Talks. I am your host, Chris. Okay, so let's get right into it. A Brooklyn mother pleads to the public to help find her daughter, her missing 15-year-old daughter. So this is part of our missing saga. So we decided to start a missing saga. So we are going to sit there and do certain cases about missing people to help find them if we can. So all our listeners out there, we want y'all to help find these missing kids, okay? They are across New York City. They will be across everywhere. But to help find them if you are in these places or in these counties, that's what we're going to do. That was the idea of the producers. That's what they came up with. So as a host, I got to do it. All right? So we're going to get into it. Okay, so we're going to play audio from... Yeah, we're going to play an audio about this case from News 12. All right, so let's play the bills real quick before we get right into this. Hit me up on Facebook at Chris Talks. Also, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram at Chris Talks 40. Also, hit me up on YouTube at Chris Talks 1190. We're also on Cash App. We appreciate all the donations. Hit me up at that $ Chris Talks Show. Right? Yeah, okay. Chris Talks Show. Okay, so hit me up on there. Alright, so listen, the Brooklyn mother pleads for her child to be found. There's an audio about this story. This comes to us from News 12. Let's get right into it and play that audio. Can you drop my music real quick? Drop my music. Can you drop my music? Okay, and play that audio real quick for us. I don't know if it's gonna come in loud or not, but play it.
Well, a Brooklyn mother is keeping hope alive for her daughter to come back home.
This thing keeps skipping. I don't know.
Her heart may be broken. She tells News 12 Shanice Archer that she's determined to tell anyone and everyone to keep their eyes open for young Kyla Hurst.
It's a sad day for Miss Raquel Wilkes as she continues to look for her missing daughter. She says this is a tragedy she wouldn't wish on her worst enemy.
I'm trying to just keep myself level
Sorry about the freezing, y'all.
headed, because I know if I internalize everything that's going on, I won't be able to keep my strength to keep looking for her. And so it's only by the grace of God where I'm even
Alright, sorry about the freezing. We're trying to do our best on the audio.
able to even still be, in my right mind.
Take a look at 15-year-old Kyla Hurst. Her mother says she's been missing since Tuesday. She says this isn't like her daughter to
Again, sorry
just
about the
disappear.
freezing.
Didn't really know where to look, so I started looking in our area, on the bus, laundromats. I went back home and I said, let me wait
Sorry about the freezing, y'all. I keep saying
for a
that.
little while. Maybe she came back home. She didn't come, so that's when I started to say, okay, I need to let my family know. Then
Sorry about the freezer. I would keep on saying that in between.
I said, let me call the police.
Kyla has bright brown eyes and black curly hair. She was last seen wearing a dark olive green jacket, bright colored sweatpants, and a gray t-shirt. She was also wearing blue Crocs,
It was playing fine before. I don't understand. I'm gonna keep saying something
and she
before.
has a scar above her right eye. Her mother says, Kyla, if you're listening,
I don't care about anything else except you being home. And when you come home,
That's what I would say. That's exactly what I would say to my baby.
it's, we're going to talk, and you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble at all. We just want you to come home. Everyone misses you, and whatever is going on, we can definitely work it out.
You did right. Yes, we can, baby girl.
now police say if you have any information about Kyla's whereabouts to call them immediately. Time is of the essence, as her mother says. Her daughter is diabetic. From Brownsville, I'm Shanice Archer, News 12.
All right, that story comes to us from Brownsville. I want to thank New York 12 for that story. And to this girl, if you hear this, your mother wants you to come home. Okay? So, I'm pretty sure whatever led this girl to run away was something probably petty and can be resolved and worked out. A lot of teens think when certain things happen that their life is over, da da da, and I mean, y'all know how it goes. Your life is over. Your life is ended. That's it. To any teens that's listening, no, it's not. Your life is not over. To any adults that's listening, anything that you're going through, your life is not over. Thank you. Because you know I was about to say something. You reading me like a book. Your life is not over. It's just, turn it up. It's just, boy, if you don't stop playing. Thank you. Like, I don't like that. Seriously, I don't like that. Stop playing with me, man. Don't play with me. Yeah, no, I'm straight up. Don't play with me like that. All right. So, as I was saying before I was really interrupted, to all y'all who's out there like that, and y'all thinking like that, y'all thinking suicidal, y'all thinking, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Listen, life is hard. It's hard through and through. Okay? And for some of y'all, in some situations that some of y'all people going through, my personal experience, I have been there. I have thought about things that some of y'all out there thinking, it's not worth it. It's so much more to live for. So much more. So much more. You know? And I'm just addressing different things because a lot of things are on different levels. So I'm trying to address different levels because with some people it's running away, with some people it's attempting suicide, with some people it's doing drugs, with some people it's doing this, with some people it's doing that. I'm just trying to tell you from my perspective on all those different views, it's not worth it. You're going to lose more than you can gain at the end of the day. That's what I'm trying to say to all my listeners. All right. Let's get into this second story about an 18-year-old running away, because to me, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Can you play the other one? Nah, give me number 2. Give me number 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's number 2. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. You running away at 15, 16, 17. You ain't got nobody to take care of you. You don't. And it's not really worth it. Because when you run out into the streets at 15, 16, let me tell you something. The world is not kind. Okay? The world is not kind, especially the females. The world is not kind when you run away. It's not kind to you at all. Trust and believe. I know a lot of females who were young, they ran away. Anywhere you go, you gotta give up something. You gotta pay a toll. So if you thinking about sitting there running away and you a teenager, think about it. Cause I hope you willing to pay that toll. Cause best believe you gonna have to pay a toll. As a female, when you run away at a young age, you don't have nothing, no education, no nothing. You trying to run away, you trying to ditch and meet somebody or hang out with your friends, and you gonna hang out and all that. Sooner or later, my dear, you gotta pay a toll. Even for males, sooner or later, you gotta pay the toll. The question is, are you willing to pay that toll? Because if you ain't, you're gonna end up in two different. You gonna end up in the same situation, or you gonna end up in a worse situation. So be careful when you decide to make that run. Be careful, because your parents, as much as you think that they hate you and they want to stop you from doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that, 9 times out of 10, my dear, only 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say my friend, because I'm speaking to both male and female. Only thing they trying to do is protect you. That's all they trying to do as parents, is protect you and keep you from them harms. Because the world ain't really what you think. Not at 15. The world ain't what you think. It's far more complicated than you think. All right. Let's get into the second story, all right? What's the second story about? A New York what? A New York one? Oh, 18-year-old. Okay, an 18-year-old woman reported missing in Brooklyn. Both these stories bring us to New York City, ladies and gentlemen. Both of them bring us to New York City. Before we get into the second one, I just want to remind y'all to hit them likes, them notifications, and then hit them comments. Please give your comments on these stories, because I do enjoy reading some of y'all comments. I do enjoy it. Now, I started reading some of the comments. So the comments that you send, the host is reading them. It's not just the producers and they telling me what people said. No, I am actually starting to read some of the comments. That's why I was able to really give a shout out to the people that really gave the comments. All right, let's get into this second story. Okay, listen. An 18-year-old woman was reported missing today by the NYPD after the family members said they haven't seen her since Thursday. The NYPD Police Department, the NYPD 73rd Police Department precinct has investigated the disappearance of, and I hope I'm saying her name right, Sarah Carpage, 18 years old. She was last seen at her Sackman Street home. Yes, the name of it is Sackman Street. It was reported to police that the girl was missing that the girl is missing since Thursday. She was last seen at her residence on March 8th at approximately 7:30 a.m. The NYPD in a statement said the missing girl is described as a female, 5'6", 140 pounds, black eyes, black hair, with gold tips, and was last seen wearing a black jacket, blue jeans, and red shoes. Okay, anybody who has seen her, you can call the 73rd precinct. If you have seen this female, you can call her at the 73rd precinct. This story will also be posted on our Facebook page. So you can find this on our Facebook page. If you've seen this girl, you could go to our Facebook page. Her face will be posted. Y'all gonna post the face? Okay, yeah. So the face, her face in this exact story will be posted on Facebook so that you can see her face. If you've seen this girl, reported so that we can help find her. The last story as well. Okay, so the last story as well will be posted on our Facebook page, so you can see the photos of both these girls. We are not putting the photos on this YouTube, but if you go to our Facebook, you will see the photos of both these stories, of both these girls. If you see them anywhere around New York City, I would suggest you call 911 immediately so that these girls can be safely returned to their home. Alright, I don't know what's going on in their homes, but I'm sure that there's some type of program or something that can help them. Alright, what's my time right now? So what's my time up on this? Okay, what's this right here? What's this you got? Okay, so you want me to do this right now? Okay, so before we retreat real quick, my producer just brought me a quick story real quick that happened on Staten Island. So apparently on Staten Island real quick, let me drop this story for y'all real quick. So apparently this morning in Staten Island, fire department responded to a fire in Clifton this morning, and 2 people were treated at the scene. The incident was reported at 9:41 a.m. for an apartment building, which was 141 Park Hill Avenue near Osgood Avenue, according to a spokesman at the fireman and EMS. EMS. I said MTS. EMS. About 60 firefighters and 12 units are battling the fire, in which was brought under control in less than an hour. Okay, the fire started. The fire was started on the first floor of the building 141. A spokesman said the fire. Yeah, the fire started on the first floor of 141. That's what the fireman spokesman has said. Now, a second fire was also reported reported on Staten Island in a span of 12 hours. Okay, firefighters was taken to the hospital following a 2-alarm blaze early Monday morning in the West Brighton housing. About 106 firefighters and EMS members at 25 units battled a blaze for about 3 hours at 299 Davis Avenue, according to a spokesman at the EMS and Fire Department, New York Fire Department. The fire was reported at 12:06 a.m. and brought under control at around 3 o'clock. 3 hours later, the fire was brought under control, according to a NYPD. I'm sorry, I said NYPD. According to a FDNY spokesman, the flames extended through the top of the floor and the roof of the home, a spokesman said. Okay, the fire was under control. Luckily, nobody was hurt in this second fire. Wow, this just happened today? This happened today. Oh, wow, this happened. Okay, so this happened today. Wow. So this happened this morning. Today. And Park Hill, and then a second fire had happened in West Brighton. So that was 2 fires. I'm sorry. If y'all got it confused, that was 2 fires that I just reported that happened within a 12-hour span. So, wow. So let's see, a fire. Okay, wait a minute. 2 people were taken because of the fire in Clifton. That's in the Park Hill area of Staten Island. So 2 people were taken for that, and a firefighter was taken to the hospital for the fire in West Brighton. Oh, wow. This is crazy. I'm sorry if I reported that wrong. That just came into me like that. Literally, that paper was just handed to me and dropped in my lap, so I didn't have time to review that story. It was just dropped to me. So, let's see. There's no reported deaths, so that's a good thing. Let's hope that the people that went through any type of harm or anything like that, let's hope that they are able to recover from what happened. I guess we'll follow up on this story because it's happening in the city. So it's happening in New York City, and we're stationed in New York City. So a lot of the news some of the news, well, not a lot, but some of the news that we report is from New York City, and this story brings us Staten Island. So we're going to keep up on that one. Anything else you want to drop in my lap? Just suddenly, you sure? Nothing else? No other stories? You sure? Okay. All right, that's our time. Oh no. Definitely not. All right, listen, people. That is our time. I want to thank all my listeners for listening. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed, not stressed. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chris Talk Show. My name is Chris. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace, y'all.